everybody? I am Jay Shady, and you are listening to the Voice of Reason. So, here it is. We are here at last. The go-home show of Monday Night Raw. The go-home show towards WrestleMania 29. And I thought that this was actually an okay show. I thought it was not a big step up, but I thought it was a step up from the past Raws, which it had to be because this is the last WrestleMania, the last Raw towards WrestleMania. You have to do some fucking good, exciting shit to make me feel excited about going to WrestleMania on Sunday. And I'm going to say that this was an okay show. So, for all you people that, think I don't have anything positive to say, there you go. I said this show was okay. One of the things I liked about this show was every single segment had to do with a WrestleMania match. Every segment hyped up or promoted a match towards WrestleMania. It wasn't just like nonsense shit that had nothing to do with WrestleMania. Everything was working towards something. That's what I liked most about this show. And you got some pretty good stuff here. Yeah, a lot of shit. But you did get some pretty good stuff. So how do we start this show off? We start off with John Cena coming out. Bright ass yellow shirt. And I thought that John Cena, in my opinion, cut a fantastic heel promo tonight. Yeah, a heel promo. He starts it off by, sucking The Rock's cock, saying that The Rock is the greatest champion of all time. I don't know about that. But then the Washington, D.C. is booing the fuck out of John Cena, chanting Cena sucks. He starts smirking and shit. And it kind of looked like a heelish type of smirk. And then something that really intrigued me, he says that the WWE Universe may get a moment they never thought possible in their lifetime. I don't know, that sounds really ambiguous. It sounds curious and suspenseful. I'm hoping this is what they're going with. He continues talking like a heel. The crowd is booing the fuck out of him. He keeps on smirking and just giving these weird stares that just look like the face of a heel. He talks about how he was better than The Rock. He was talking in a really cocky, arrogant manner that just didn't fit the superhero John Cena type, the good old Boy Scout. He was sounding like a whiny, arrogant guy. That's what he was sounding like to me. The crowd was booing the hell out of him. So yeah, if this is working towards a Cena heel turn, then I thought this was a great promo for it. However, if this is not working towards that, if this is just another superhero Cena promo saying he's better than everybody, then this really fucking sucked. And if he doesn't turn heel, then this whole feud, everything about this is a huge fucking fail. That's why this has to lead up to a Cena heel turn. I'm getting really drunk off of everybody in the YWC saying that Cena's going to turn heel, and I'm starting to believe it, and I hope so, because this WrestleMania desperately needs something different and unique to happen, because the match card itself is not unique and different, so it needs something shocking to happen, and this would take the cake. But the WWE doesn't fail to shock me when they listen to what we say on the YWC and the IWC. They listen to when we are suggesting things, when we are expecting things to happen, and they like to tease us all the time with it, just to do the exact opposite, just to spite us, just to knowingly not give us what we want. And I'm hoping this isn't the case. I'm hoping it's not them just seeing that we're all talking about heel turn, so they tease it a little bit with this promo, but they're going to do the generic passing of the torch shit. I hope it's not WWE doing that shit, because they always have to do that shit. I don't understand why you tease and then just spit in the face of your fans and do the exact opposite just to spite them. That shit doesn't make sense. What business does that to their own fans? So I'm hoping it's not that. We will see Sunday. That's all I could say. Then you get 3MB versus Sheamus, Big Show, and Randy Orton. And this is deja vu. This is like the 6th time I've seen this match for the past 2 months. Every Raw has had this 3MB versus Team Sheamus and Friends match and different variations of it. Every single night on Raw. It's fucking ridiculous, They're trying to show that people aren't impressive working towards their WrestleMania match, yet they're facing jobbers. Beating 3MB is not an impressive victory from Sheamus and Friends, Of course, Sheamus and Friends win this shit. The Shield comes out from the audience. They cut a pretty boring, bad promo, and that's all she wrote. Then you get a We the People video recorded earlier in the day. Jack Swagger and Zeb outside Washington, D.C. It's not nearly as cutting edge as the stuff from the beginning of this feud. It was pretty tame. Pretty much just Jack Swagger saying that he was going to beat Alberto Del Rio. Nothing controversial, nothing to talk about. Then you get Dolph Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan. This was a good match. Definitely, for, the way you expect matches to be on Raw these days, this was definitely a good match. It ends with Biggie Langston and Kane are fighting outside. Daniel Bryan gets distracted and Dolph Ziggler rolls up Daniel Bryan and gets the 3 count. Then Biggie Langston starts going ape shit and starts beating up Daniel Bryan and Kane. And I just cannot stand Biggie Langston. There's no way that he's going to win the Tag Team Championship on Sunday. And I just do not want to see any of this guy's work. He just looks like a retard. His face, his expressions, his facial expressions, everything he does, he just looks like a big fucking buffoon retard. Okay, there you go. Then you get your 1 hour main event segment. Mr. Wrestlemania is back. How could you have WrestleMania season without the greatest of all time? The showstopper, the main event, the headliner, the icon, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Great to see Shawn Michaels on Raw. It was the first time since he broke his arm from Brock Lesnar. So Shawn Michaels comes out, starts talking about Triple H's match. Triple H comes out. Triple H tells Shawn Michaels that not to tell him that he can't do it. And Shawn Michaels is all like, I'm not here to tell you that you can't do it. I'm here to tell you that you're going to kick Brock Lesnar's ass. And it was a huge mark-out moment for me hearing Shawn Michaels say ass, because that's not the born-again Christian way of life to say stuff like ass. So that was pretty cool hearing Shawn say ass. And then Shawn Michaels says that he will be in Triple H's corner at WrestleMania 29. So at least I have one positive thing to look forward to at WrestleMania. I'll be able to see my childhood hero, my childhood idol at WrestleMania. So there's one thing I could get out of this WrestleMania 29. So I'm glad Shawn Michaels is going to be there. Then Brock Lesnar comes out. Paul Heyman cuts a promo saying how Brock Lesnar is going to beat Triple H up, maybe break his arm and all that shit. And I thought this was a good segment, You had a bunch of legends involved in here, So I like this segment. I liked seeing Shawn Michaels back. That's probably my biasness coming in. That's why I like this segment. So, yeah, there you go. Then you get the announcement that the Intercontinental Championship match with Wade Barrett versus The Miz is going to be on the pre-show for WrestleMania, the YouTube pre-show. A bittersweet thing. I'll talk about the good thing about this. The good thing, this match, Wade Barrett versus Miz, is one of the top matches on the card that I had no fucking interest in watching. I couldn't give 2 fucks about Wade Barrett versus The Miz. So I'm glad that it's on the pre-show. But the sad thing is that the belt, the Intercontinental Championship, a prestigious belt, a belt that has helped mid-carders further their way to becoming icons, to main eventers, this belt is being relegated to the fucking pre-show. You have Brodus Clay and Tensai having a match on Mania, but the Intercontinental Championship is not going to be featured on your WrestleMania show. It's going to be on the pre-show. I mean, what the fuck is next? I'm not going to be shocked if they have the World Heavyweight Championship be featured on the pre-show. This is just insane how bad the mid-card has become, that the Intercontinental Championship is on the pre-show. You don't even have a United States Championship match on the card. I mean, you have a Tag Team Championship match, but it features the debut of somebody. It's insane. They should just get rid of every fucking title. They might as well, and just have the WWE Championship, because not one title other than that means jack shit. I don't understand what's going on. I guess that's what you get when you have soap opera writers who don't give a shit about prestigious World Wrestling Entertainment titles in the first place. Alright, then you get Wade Barrett versus Zack Ryder. This is what I'm saying. You're trying to show people working towards Mania in impressive performances, yet they're fighting jobbers. Who has lost against Zack Ryder? Like, am I supposed to believe that Wade Barrett versus Zack Ryder is going to be a competitive match? Of course, Wade Barrett crushed Zack Ryder in like 30. It was actually like a lengthy match, not lengthy, but like 2 minutes. But it was still a squash match. Like, you couldn't find like another kind of opponent for Wade Barrett better than Zack Ryder. This was retarded. Then you get Santino Marella. You can't have a WrestleMania season without your PG goofball Santino coming out. Yeah, Santino comes out. He tells Team Bricky that Vince McMahon is gonna fire them, and he says it's April Fools, and he starts laughing. Haha, so very fucking funny. I'm pissing my pants. Then he talks about Brad Maddox making like poo poo in his pants, a little poo poo joke. The fuck is going on? You know, we're like, this shit shouldn't be happening 1 week away from Mania. Then we get Santino in a match. Thank God it was versus Mark Henry. I love this shit because I love seeing Santino get squashed like a fucking PG goofball bug. This was great. Mark Henry being Santino in like 2.5 seconds. Loved it. Ryback comes out, and I guess on SmackDown they made this no contact clause, and I like this part. You had Ryback picking up Santino. He pushes him into Mark Henry so he doesn't actually legitimately touch Mark Henry. And then he picks up Santino and throws him onto Mark Henry. So I like that, you know. It wasn't like... I thought it was going to be just Ryback being a typical babyface and like hugging Santino, helping him up. But I like that shit. I thought that was innovative. I thought that was cool. Mark Henry versus Ryback. It's sad that this is like one of the matches that I'm most looking forward to. Then you get Zeb Coulter versus Alberto Del Rio. This wasn't a match. Zeb Coulter just starts beating up Alberto Del Rio with a crutch. And then Jack Swagger comes in and they both start beating up Alberto Del Rio with the crutch. I will say this was pretty brutal. Alberto Del Rio had some fucking welts on his back from the beating of the crutches. It looked badass. It looked brutal. It looked hardcore. So I like this, you know. The storyline itself has become dull, but I like this beatdown segment. Then you get The Rock coming out. And it really must be April Fool's because Rock coming out wasn't your main event. He didn't wait for the last 5 minutes to come out. Holy shit, this is a first. The Rock comes out, you know, he talks about being possibly becoming the president of the United States. I'm like, I mean, I thought it was funny, but it was like, what the fuck? Like, is this guy on drugs or something? And then he talks about how he's going to beat Cena and all this shit, and he has the power of the people behind him. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm looking too much into this. Maybe I'm giving WWE too much intelligence on their part, but it seems like the WWE and The Rock is booking it like everybody is behind The Rock and Cena cannot get the people in his favor. He has to fight the people and The Rock. So I'm thinking that this is also a part of that heel turn. So if this is a part of that heel turn, I will have liked this promo. But if it's not, I'll say this was a bullshit promo. So we will have to see what happens at WrestleMania 29 in order to judge this feud. Basically, that was the whole promo. Then you get Y2J versus Antonio Cesaro. This was a good match. This was better than the Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler match. I thought this was match of the night. Middle of this match, Fandango comes out and he brings out some scorecards. He starts rating Chris Jericho's moves. This was like a ripoff of something that DX did in 97-98 when there was a tag team match going on and they were by the entrance and they had signs interrupting the match, holding up signs, writing signs. So, you know, nothing original here. Who fucking wins this match? I don't even remember who won this match. I'm pretty sure Chris Jericho won the match, and then Fandango comes and starts beating up Chris Jericho. At least this time, Chris Jericho didn't have to give him directions of what to do during this segment. But I don't know why Fandango has to look so homoerotic. Everything he does, it just has to look so feminine. I don't understand that shit. But yeah, there you go. There's your little fucking Fandango Y2J shit for the night. Fandango just beats up Y2J. Hopefully that means Chris Jericho will kick Fandango's ass all over WrestleMania. Then you get the Funkadactyls versus the Bella Twins. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't watch this match, so I can't talk about it. I didn't give a fuck about this match. From now on, things I don't care about, I'm just not going to watch. And there you go. One of the girl teams won the match. That's all I know. And then you got your main event segment of the night, Undertaker. This was an awesome fucking segment. Great way to close the show. Best segment of the night. Undertaker comes out. He starts talking about how CM Punk made this personal, and Undertaker isn't worried about being disqualified. He's not worried about the streak ending. He's worried about kicking CM Punk's ass. And then the fucking Druids come out. The lights turn off. The Druids come out. They're holding the fucking torches with the fire. It was fucking like weird and shit. You know, like Undertaker's entrances at WrestleMania. Undertaker's like, what the fuck is going on? And then you hear, oh yes! And you see somebody dressed up as Paul Bearer. At first I thought it was CM Punk with like a fat suit because he had the baggy eyes. So I thought it was CM Punk dressed up as Paul Bearer. Then Undertaker goes to confront the fake Paul Bearer. And then he starts beating up the Druids. And then a Druid comes from behind and attacks him. And I thought that Druid was like a up-and-coming NXT wrestler. But it was CM Punk, because I thought that the fucking Paul Bearer, it was Paul Heyman just as Paul Bearer, but it looked like CM Punk for some reason. But yeah, CM Punk was dressed up as one of the Druids, starts attacking Undertaker from behind, beats him down with the urn, starts crashing the urn on the Undertaker's back, you know, tells him, come on, Hocus Pocus, get up, and all this shit. Pretty funny stuff. And then he takes the lid off of the urn and starts spilling the ashes of Paul Bearer all over the Undertaker, wipes the ashes on his face, and that's the end of the show. Fucking fantastic, straight from the Attitude Era. Very, edgy, very entertaining, just so unique and different from all the bland, generic shit that you get all the time on this show. I thought it was awesome. It got rid of the whole urn thing. This way they could focus on the match itself. The urn now means nothing because Punk spilled the ashes. And this shit really got personal now. And the whole fake, dressing up as Paul Bearer, the Druids coming out, the whole bait and switch thing was fucking awesome. So there you go. Awesome way to close the show. Yeah, okay show. You had some good segments here. You got a lot of shit. But, especially we'll see what happens with the Cena and The Rock thing. I will give praise to the Cena promo and some praise to The Rock promo if this works towards a heel turn. If not, then the Cena and Rock thing, this whole fucking, this whole feud, this whole rivalry, this whole story will just be a complete fucking fail. And it'll probably drive me away from watching this shit any longer. So yeah, there you go. Okay show. And now here we are. 6 days away from WrestleMania 29. In 6 days, I will be there at MetLife Stadium at WrestleMania 29. I'm going to try to get some great videos and video reactions of stuff happening at matches if, I'm not around security, if security isn't trying to, take my camera away. I'm going to try to get as much footage as possible if I can, and I'll have, some mega-type WrestleMania 29 review with my reviews / video reactions / random videos, pictures, blah, 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 blah. But here we go, WrestleMania 29. Not as psyched as I should be, but, it is exciting going to WrestleMania 29. I'm not going to lie. CM Punk versus Taker looks exciting. And we'll see with the whole Cena heel turn. I'm going to see Shawn Michaels. So, there you go.